Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to tell you a few extra pointers and tips and a personal story about hatching chickens and what actually saved an entire incubator full of eggs after everyone else said that they were all a loss. So I will get to that in just a minute.
With every start, we are born again. Open your heart, spend this time in your head.
Story time! I decided at the end of last summer that we were going to do one more incubator full of eggs. I wanted to go ahead and get them going so that come time for winter, they would already be big enough that they could be outside and be established before the weather got really bad. I had pulled 22 eggs, put them into the incubator, the same incubator that I just showed you guys in the video that I made about hatching chicks. And all 22 eggs were doing pretty good. 4 of them ended up not being fertile. So pulled those 4 eggs out. End of the summer, dogs are outside a lot, kids are outside, and the kids kept saying, the dogs keep going over into the weeds, this one really big weed patch kind of over by the emu pen. And I said, I wonder if there's a broody hen in there because we're missing one. So the kids and I put on boots and everything. The weeds are as tall as me. So we went out there digging through the weeds to go find, sure enough, a broody hen that was sitting on a clutch of eggs. Now this is a very particular chicken, and as soon as you move her, she is not broody anymore. But I couldn't leave her out there because she was out exposed to all of the foxes, raccoons, possums, weasels, ermines, all of the creatures in the night. I'm actually shocked that they hadn't found her yet. So we decided to go ahead and take the eggs and put her back in the coop. We tried many times before. She's one of the ones she's not going to take a clutch when she's been moved. So we took her eggs. She only had 3 eggs left. Most of them had been eaten, probably by my dogs that kept going in there or other predators. But there was only 3 eggs left. They were disgusting. They were covered in dirt and probably poop and who knows what else. But I took them, but because I had 4 spaces open in my incubator, me being a fairly new hatcher, had no idea what I was doing. And I took these 3 eggs and I put them in the incubator with the other eggs. And I figured, oh, we'll make it work. We'll figure out we'll make it work. It's fine. And my husband had said, well, we have that other big box incubator. You want to put it in there? I said, no, they can just go in with the other ones. It's fine. Lesson learned. I didn't know that eggs can be ticking time bombs, literally. So about a week later, maybe 5 days to a week later, I heard a pop in the great room. And I thought, the dog's probably knocked something over. I'm gonna get coffee. I was working on my coffee. And then I smelled something. And I went, oh, great. The dogs pooped in the great room. They pooped in the house again. Oh, fine. I'm getting my coffee first. So I got my coffee, drank a little bit of my coffee. The smell is still pretty strong. I'm like, they must have like diarrhea or something. So I began walking down the hallway into the great room, and step by step, the intensity of the smell is growing exponentially. And I am now beginning to panic. I'm expecting to see like poopageddon all over my great room. So I walk into the great room and I'm smelling and I'm looking around and I can't find anything. And then I walk past the incubators and I see it. The inside of the incubator is splattered with brown. And I went, oh no, no. Walked over to it. I couldn't even get close to it. It smelled so bad. I can handle the smell of almost anything. I was gagging. It was terrible, and I will never forget that acidic smell until the day I die. It was the most vile thing I have ever smelled. So I immediately jumped to the internet and I Google, an egg exploded in my incubator. What do I do? And absolutely everything in here said, I'm sorry, your entire clutch is gone. They're all goners. Once anything touches the shell, it's going to get absorbed and you're doomed. Like, you have to just throw all of them away. And I read story after story of, I tried to save them and they all exploded and it just didn't work. And I tried to clean them and, you know, so sorry for your loss is everyone's response. So I was like, great, this is my last one. I don't have time to do another one and I don't know what to do. So I'm going to be me. I'm going to be a little bit crazy. So I think I actually had a clothespin on my nose. I'm going to be real. It was so bad. I didn't breathe through my nose for the first little while. But I took all the eggs with rubber gloves on and I took the incubator outside. I just like set it outside to deal with it later. I took all of the eggs and I put them into the egg collecting basket. So I had, I think 21 eggs in there at that point in time, and took them all and I put them over in the, 20 eggs, just 20 eggs because one of them exploded. I found the shell. Oh, it was so bad. It was over every single egg. Every single egg had this brownish yellow snot all over it. And there was pieces of the eggshell up in the top of the incubator. I mean, it was literally everywhere inside this incubator. So I took it apart, put the eggs into the basket. I brought the basket into the kitchen and I went, okay, I'm going to rinse them off, but the water has to be the right temperature, because if it's not the right temperature, then it's going to push the stuff into the eggs, or if it's the wrong temperature, it's going to pull stuff out of the eggs. So they were incubating at 99 degrees. So I got a pot and I filled it up with 99 degree water. And I went with my little thermometer, was sitting there. Okay, 99. Okay. And I lowered the thing down in there and I kind of very gently turned the handle so that the eggs were rotating just very, very slightly. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go clean the incubator. Do they need air? Do eggs need air? I don't know if eggs need air. Okay, I don't know what to do. So I ended up pulling the basket out of the water and I grabbed a paper towel and I wiped everything off and they were all back in the basket. And I was like, okay, I gotta go get the other incubator out. And then I happened to glance right next to my sink and I saw something and I heard God say, use that. And I went, I need to go get the incubator. No, I don't need to do that. So I go out, I get the other incubator and I put it down and I have to go get something from the kitchen. And I walk back in again and I hear God go, use that. And I went, fine, I'll use that. So that would be this adorable little house with these rags, these counter cloth rags by Norwex. I love Norwex. I have a lot of Norwex products. I have the potential to be a consultant. I'm inactive right now because I haven't been doing anything with it. But after that experience, I probably really should be doing a whole lot more. So these Norwex rags are phenomenal. And God told me straight up, use the Norwex rag. So I said, fine, I'll use the Norwex rag. So I got the rag wet and I went through every single egg and I wiped off the outside of every single egg. I think I ended up going through 3 of these rags. And the cool thing about these is that each fiber is 1/200th the width of a human hair, and it has silver woven in with it. So being that tiny, it can get down to a level that almost nothing else can, and it mechanically lifts off of the surface bacteria and all kinds of other things. So I was like, I mean, and then the silver neutralizes it. So literally it's just cleaning with water. The fibers can draw it into the cloth and get it off of the surface. And I went, fine. So I'm standing there rubbing all of the little eggs. Oh, I'm sure this is going to work. Got it all done. Got them into the new incubator. I got rid of the 2 eggs that were buddies to the one explosion, to the explosion. I didn't want to play with those. So I took them very gingerly out to the trash because they both smelled a little, there was like a little bit of a funk to them. So I put both of them very, very carefully into the trash can, very carefully, into containers so that nothing would fall on top of them and make them explode. So, got rid of those ones. So I was down to 18 eggs. I wiped off every single one of them. It took me 3 days to clean the inside of the incubator, and it still smelled. And I had to run several more cleanings on that, but got them all into the other incubator and ended up hatching, I believe, every single egg. And that, from what I could find online, is completely unheard of. Everything that I saw said that if you have an explosion, you've lost the entire clutch. So, you know, sorry, condolences, try again. I don't know what it was about what I did, but I am positive that these rags are what saved my chickens, because every single one of them, they have been healthy. I have not lost any of them. They are almost full grown, ready to start laying eggs as soon as the snow stops. So I'm not sure what it was, but that was what I did to save my incubator full of eggs that were literally dripping with the contents of a rotten egg in the incubator. I unfortunately, like I said, don't have a link where you can go click and buy Norwex directly from me. If someone wanted to host a party, that I could do. We could get together and have an online party. And as long as you had $250 worth of products that are being ordered at your party, which honestly is like not hard to do, this stuff is amazing. All you're cleaning with is literally water. It gets rid of all kinds of other toxic chemicals in your house that you don't need to keep repurchasing and buying and using again and again, because you're just cleaning with these rags and water. I have so many Norwex products. I am completely in love with them. I just have enough that I don't need to buy on a monthly basis, so I ended up going inactive. If anyone wants to have a party and earn some Norwex for free, or if you want to get some for your chickens, you can reach out. You can let me know that you want to have a party, and we can get it set up. I do have the ability to do the online parties. So yeah, I think I might actually need to get back into this, because with the prices, the way that everything is going, I think having something that you can clean with for, say, 10 years. I know some friends of mine that have had their rags for a solid 10 years and they're still going strong. If you can clean with just water, that might be just the ticket in these times when everything is getting so crazy expensive. The last thing you want to do is be buying something to then have to throw it away. You're using it, you're cleaning with it, paper towels, and then you just throw it away. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys about what saved my chickens and my incubator after we had our explosion. I'm fully convinced that the Norwex played a huge part in it, and I wanted to share that with anybody who may have experienced something similar, and give hope to anyone else that if you had an explosion, hopefully you will find this video before you get rid of all of your eggs. And who knows, maybe you've got some Norwex rags laying around. Might be one of those things that would be good to have on hand just in case. Anyways, I wanted to let you guys know about that. So let me know what you think. Have you ever had an explosion? You will never forget it in your entire life. It was horrid. Were you able to overcome it, or did you have a total loss with all of yours? I'd love to hear from you guys. And if anyone wants to have a party, hit me up. You can email me. My email is right down below, and we can get something set up. So please like, subscribe, and share if you are new here, and if you know of anyone who likes to hatch their own chicks in incubators, because this is a potential hazard and a possible solution. Thanks so much, guys, for checking in today, and I will see you on the way. Must tame the hair. Ha! Must tame the hair just a little bit. Itchy. Itchy. I had to tame my hair. It was crazy. Ooh,
Shiver bumpers.
shiver bumpers. Yeah, legit. All over. I'm cold.
Open up the curtain a little bit, or just.
I did, and then the sun decided to come out and say hello. I was like, now you're gonna come out?
It was out earlier.
But I wasn't in here. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I can do that.
Just a little bit.
There we go. Like this side of my face is like, wah! This side's
And
like,
if we wait a moment, maybe
I
that
know.
last light bulb will turn on.
I don't know. Woo! Oh,
It's
no.
trying really hard.
Flicker, flicker, flicker. Maybe it's gonna get light on this side of my face, like all of a sudden. I don't know.
That tends to be what happens. Might take like another 10 minutes.
I wonder if I could twist the lights. Probably not. I should just switch that light bulb and that light bulb so that it's pointing at me just a little bit more. Okay. Now 2 minutes of nothingness. Fantastic. Okay.
Okay, actually, things.
Actually recording.
You go walrus?
So I have okay. One more incubator full of chickens, eggs. I did. Oh, and wait, there was. Yeah, we're good. Okay.